Assalamu alaikum, this is Rana from Pavilion Corner. A match on paper was a dead rubber, but on field it was a masterclass. That's why we love T20 cricket. At the Dubai International Stadium, we saw West Indies and Afghanistan face off for the final time in this series. Coming into this game, Afghanistan had already secured the series 2-0 with a dominant performances. For the West Indies, this wasn't just about avoiding a whitewash. It was about the pride, momentum and finding answers before the 2026 T20 World Cup. What followed was a 40-over roller coaster that proved that no game is truly meaningless when you have players of this caliber. The match began with Afghanistan winning the toss and opting to bowl, a confident move considering how their spinners had dictated terms all week. The West Indies started with a steady, if slightly cautious approach. Brandon King, the skipper, was the anchor they desperately needed. He played a resilient knock of 47 runs off 35 balls, showing the world that even against the likes of Rashid Khan, the Caribbean player remains alive. However, Afghanistan's bowling unit was relentless. Rashid Khan did what he does best, picking up two massive wickets, including King and the explosive Shimron Hetmyer, to stall the middle over. At 103 for 5 in the 16th over, it looked like the West Indies might crumble to a subpar total under 140 score. But then came the late order heroics. Matthew Ford smashed 27 of 11 deliveries and Sharam Springer added a quick 16 runs. The late surge propelled the West Indies to 151 runs for loss of 7 wickets. It was a competitive total, but against the Afghan side that has chased down much more in the previous games. When Afghanistan came out to bat, they looked like a team ready for a 3-0 sweep. Ramanullah Gurbaz and Ibrahim Zadran were clinical. They put up an opening stand of 72 runs, essentially taking the game away from the West Indies in the first 10 overs. Gurbaz was the star, batting with maturity we haven't always seen, reaching a well-paced 71 runs off 58 balls. At one point, Afghanistan were cruising at 95 for 1. Even when Zadran failed for 28, the required rate was manageable. The Dubai crowd was ready to celebrate. The West Indies were looking for a miracle, and in the 19th over, the miracle arrived in the form of one man, Shamar Springer. Cricket is a game of moments, and Shamar Springer chose the biggest one to make history. Afghanistan needed just 25 runs from the final 12 balls, with plenty of wickets in hand. Springer's 19th over will be talked about for years. First ball, he removed the set Ramanullah Gurbaz, caught brilliantly by Matthew Ford. Second ball, he sent the Afghan captain Rashid Khan back for a golden duck. Third ball, he bowled Shahidullah Kamal to complete a sensational T20I hat-trick. In a span of 3 balls, the stadium went from a party to a library. The momentum didn't just shift, it did a complete 180. Springer finished with figures of 4 for 20, a career-defining performance that snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. In the final over, Raymond Simmons held his nerve, conceding only 4 runs to seal a 13-run victory for the men in maroon. While Afghanistan takes the trophy home with a 2-1 series win, and they should be immensely proud of their progress and the player of the series performance by Darvish Rasuli. The story of this final night belongs to the West Indies' resilience. They showed us that in T20 cricket it only takes 1 over, 1 hat-trick or 1 player's belief to change everything. As both teams look forward to the World Cup later this year, Afghanistan lives with the silverware, but the West Indies live with the knowledge that they can fight back against the best. What a game, what a series, and what a night for Shamar Springer. Thank you.